Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
Welcome to the Enter The Fangirls podcast. I'm Sam.
I'm Lexie, and we're two girls with a slight obsession of everything pop culture.
We're talking Wednesday.
I realized this the other day. I think Wednesday was my most anticipated.
That sounds right.
Right?
Because we probably already known about Catherine by then.
Yeah. And that's the only reason why it was on my most anticipated.
Yeah, I definitely don't know if I would have watched it had it not been for well, maybe I would have, but you hyping it up because of Catherine and also because of Catherine. Yeah. Yeah.
I know. And we've talked about it before that we love the Addams Family values.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
Just Addams Family.
Family? Okay. So obviously there's expectations going into this.
Yeah. I think I've been more cynical towards it than you.
No, I think if you go back and you watch our review of the trailer, I feel like we just bashed the entire thing. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I think mine was just I was nervous about the casting choices.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is valid in any show.
Yeah.
I feel better about some of them now.
Yes.
But we'll talk about it.
But I'm glad they got their
take notes of stuff
right.
I did want to talk about. Yeah. No, I agree.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we just jump right
Yeah,
in?
I don't know where we...
Well, let's talk about our expectations going into... Well, we just kind of just started talking about it. But, I think when we watched the trailer, it was 1,000% not what we were expecting.
No, not at all.
Hesitant going into it.
I didn't expect it to be Wednesday at a school. And I didn't expect her to be so separated from her family.
Yeah, I was expecting... I mean, granted, the series was called Wednesday, but...
But I feel like you can do a character exploration without sidelining the family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, literally, if I watched that trailer and Catherine wasn't in it, I probably would have not gone toward it, because they're just automatically going to compare it to something you've seen before, especially because we grew up on it.
Especially because there's so many family adaptations.
Yes.
And we just got a cartoon one, which I haven't seen, but...
Oh my god,
they're just...
about that.
I know. And they're just constantly pumping out, so...
Yeah.
Not to compare.
Mm-hmm. But... my expectations... They're wrong. Being very clear from the first episode that this was not going to be a remake. This was very completely different than what we've known.
Yeah.
Which I guess I appreciated that they weren't trying to copy the original, one of the remakes.
If we refer to it as the original, because the one that we grew up watching, it's the original to us.
Yes.
We know it's not the original, but we will slip up.
Yeah.
The best version.
No, it is. Yeah, I think our biggest problem was Jenna Ortega's Wednesday portrayal. It definitely, when we watched the trailer. Mm-hmm. But as I watched more of the show, I kind of felt okay that it was very different.
Yeah,
but, I'm not 1,000%.
I'm still iffy about it, but we'll talk about it. I guess works.
Yeah.
However, we've only ever seen Wednesday as this super stone-faced character. It's monotone as well. It was weird to see this version of her.
Yeah, Christina Ricci's Wednesday had about 0 emotions.
Literally none.
And Jenna Ortega's kept getting more emotion throughout the
had a lot.
season. At one point she cried. I didn't know Wednesday could cry.
But, like, spoiler alert, that was in regards to Thing, and I almost cried too.
Fair. So did I. Still, I
Yeah,
was just not expecting it. But I've seen interviews where Jenna says that Tim didn't want to make a carbon copy of Christina Ricci's.
Which is fair, especially when you have Christina Ricci in your cast.
Yeah, so true.
It's just baffling to me. But
I did see in Jenna's interviews that Christina did not talk about it at all.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Because she was like, this is my own Wednesday, and she did her own, and I don't want to compare to myself.
Yeah.
Which I think helps.
I agree. I feel pretty much the same way as you do.
Mm-hmm.
I was very hesitant towards Jenna playing Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's just because everything I've seen her in so far has just been very nice girl. I don't want to say cheery, but like in comparison to Wednesday, cheery. Yeah. And so just like seeing her go from, I'm thinking X is my biggest example. Seeing her go from that to Wednesday Addams was just weird, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how well you're gonna pull this off. And I think she does fine.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not fully sold, but I'm not fully like taken aback. I will say throughout the majority of the show, I didn't feel like I was watching a Wednesday spinoff.
No.
I didn't really ever get the vibe that, oh hey, this is Wednesday Addams. I'm like, okay, this is just some like goth teenager.
I've never seen it's another Netflix show, The Umbrella Academy, but I was getting the Umbrella Academy vibes.
I could see that. I think that's kind of campy as well, and I feel like Wednesday does have aspects of that.
Yeah.
Not like heavy camp, but like there are moments. Like
yeah.
I'm interested like how we got. We had a discussion yesterday about how we kind of felt out of it in like the middle, and then like it picked up towards the end again. But like we both loved the first episode.
Yeah, I was very surprised at how much I enjoyed it. Because I guess it was just too much wasn't really given away in the trailer. Like the trailer was a lot.
Yeah.
But I still didn't really know what we were getting into. And then when they started to slowly show what the season was going to be about, I was like, oh, okay, like this is a mystery. I love mysteries. I can get into it.
I didn't love the mystery.
That's fair.
Like, I think it's obviously necessary to like, have a plot.
Yeah.
I don't know, just I feel like at times it was a little too dragged out.
No, absolutely.
I feel like especially during the Pilgrim Day thing. Is that what Pilgrim World? I just felt like that went on a little too long. I'm like, okay, let's keep it going, man.
Yeah, they just needed like that plot point to be made. But
I think episodes could have been a little shorter.
Yeah.
They're all about 50 to an hour, except for like the last couple, which I think are like 45.
Even shorter than, I think they're around 40 to 50. Oh, maybe really have an hour. I could be wrong though.
Which is fine, but I feel like I guess it's a standard runtime for a show, but I think they could have honestly gotten away with like 30-minute episodes and still got the point across.
Yeah.
I feel like shorter runtimes kind of force you to concise your idea. I feel like maybe they kind of didn't do that.
Just a little.
Then again, I don't think Tim Burton's done a TV show. I could be wrong. So he's used to making movies. Like, I don't know.
And he had even more time for this.
So, yeah. I feel like give any film director a TV show, it's just going to be like a lot.
Yeah.
Because they're used to having movies where you have to fit everything into like
2-3 hours.
Yeah, and like you do drag that out because 2 or 3 hours is kind of a lot. Usually a movie has, I want to say less of a plot than a TV show, but it doesn't need to be as dragged out as a TV show.
How many episodes was this? 8?
Yeah. would have actually really liked to see him do a Wednesday movie rather than a TV show.
Yeah.
I don't know why or what it was, but I didn't really get, like, the Tim Burton effect.
The only thing I got Tim Burton effect was Hyde. As soon as we saw the family, Tim Burton.
Yeah, no. I'm like, okay, Hyde Beetlejuice, basically. Like, it looked like that. I hated the look of it.
Yeah, no, so did
I don't even think it was practical effect. I think it was CGI. It looked so bad. I'm like, if you're going to use CGI, use your CGI.
I think it would have looked a little more human-like.
Yeah. You want to know what it reminded me of?
What?
You know that the Halloween episode of, what is it, Waverly Place?
Which one?
It's the one where Harper and Alex go into Ghost World and they're trying to make a haunted house, so they bring the scariest ghost they can find. And the guy going, boogity, 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 bah. Like, that's what he looked like.
Yeah, okay. No, it did.
Yeah. And that's all I could think of. Which, like, is fine. Like, that scared me as a kid, but I'm in my 20s now. That, like, give me something a little more. You're with Netflix. It really is a lot of boundaries they have. Like, you could have... I wish it was scarier. Maybe that's just...
I feel like you could have been scary, too.
Like, I think it just... It was scary. It just needed to be spookier. The Addams Family is literally creepy and kooky. And I didn't get creepy and kooky. I just got goth vibes. Which is fine.
Yes.
I'm sorry you can hear just a bunch of cars driving by.
Oh, it's fine. I don't hear it, so you're good.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to anybody who's listening. Sorry.
You want to talk about the rest of the cast?
Yeah. Can I first say, Lurch really threw me? Also, the edit you sent me of Lurch today. Lurch is fine as hell.
Expecting that.
No, I didn't like the way he looked in the show, though. He didn't look creepy enough or, like, dead enough, like the Lurch. Yeah. He just kind of looked like a man. I don't know what their budget was, but it feels very small at times. Like, just the way something looks, I'm like, okay.
But you feel like it has to be big, because I feel like filming in Romania is not cheap.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have to assume the budget was big, but it looks cheap at times. And I think I know the most in, like, costuming and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Some of it was realistic. I mean, I've seen some TikTok, like, stuff that Jenna wore series.
Yeah.
Her dresses for Sachi, but also, like, her sweaters, like, Zara, which, like, someone on my timeline posted, I have her sweater. So, like, it literally went from the same store and got it, so.
Yeah. But, I mean, let's talk about Kat.
What was there to fucking talk about, considering she was in the show for, like, 10 minutes? I was milf-baited.
We all were. It was hella disappointing.
Wait, I'm gonna go off tangent as well.
I guess we can't say we were milf-baited because, like, we got lots of Gwendolyn Christie, we got lots of Christina. We were Catherine-baited.
milf-baited.
Hit me with your vent.
I mean, you've been hearing this for days now. People didn't know who Catherine Zeta-Jones was. And I just want to know what rock y'all have been living under. Like, have none of you seen her Oscar award-winning performance as Velma Kelly in Chicago?
Also, didn't Cellback literally go viral on TikTok? I feel like it might have.
It might have, at some point. And people were like, oh my god, she's so hot. I watched her entire filmography 5 years ago. Where have you been? know if like just the younger generation watching, or I mean, I saw a comment that said that I knew who she was, but I didn't realize it was the same person. She did get a little bit of plastic surgery in between.
It's fine.
But still, she's literally married to Michael Douglas. So, like,
yeah.
Whatever. So, yeah, I think Catherine should have been in it more.
I agree.
But, like, also, I don't know how they would have fitted her in, considering Wednesday was at school. What?
I don't like the school storyline. I don't think they should have sent her to school.
Yeah, no, that was odd.
Also, at one point she has a line where she's like, "This place is torture," and not just because it's a school. I'm like, I don't know why I like that line, but I really like that line. I just feel like she's like so like emotionally numb to everything that she just like wouldn't even care if she was at school. Like, I think it's just like another date or.
But, like, I think what really blew my mind is, like, this is in America. And, like, she went to, like, a normal school in, like, California. Like, the
Addams family feel like they live on a completely different planet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we expect them to actually live in Romania.
That's a point.
Transylvania.
Yeah. When I was reading, like, Reddit threads and, like, when I was pitching articles and stuff, I even said, I'm like, and, like, other people said, too, that sending Wednesday to school for outcasts doesn't feel right because the Addams never saw themselves as outcasts. They saw everybody else as outcasts.
Exactly.
So then sending Wednesday to a school for outcasts gave her a big holier-than-thou attitude that just doesn't entirely work for me.
I think something to do with the saturation as well, because if you watch like the movies from the 90s, they were with regular people as well. They sent them to camp.
Yeah.
But this is so overly saturated that like you forget it's not like in a dark world.
Yeah. That's kind of why I wish they would have just like let her stay in school, or like transfer her to a different school, but then kind of just like have her be like, oh shit, there's something going on here. Yeah. I don't know. Also, where the hell did this girl get piranhas?
It's somewhere in their house, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fair. They probably have a pond in their yard.
Exactly. That was Catherine. Her Morticia was great. She was sexy. She was fine as hell.
I did. It's hard to judge her Morticia because, there wasn't a lot.
Yeah. But you know what I can judge? Her chemistry with Gomez.
What chemistry? There's none.
Yeah.
There's none. And I don't want it to come off like trashing the actor or anything, because like I feel like I've definitely seen him in other stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's a fine actor. He was great. Like, he's good in this. And I think he was an okay Gomez. Like,
I was the Gomez in the Broadway musical.
Okay. I have a ton of problems with him as Gomez, but like, did they not do a chemistry read?
I needed more. I was telling you.
I could have dealt with them being like weaker versions of Morticia Gomez. I'm so sorry, Catherine. I don't mean any disrespect. Like, I could have dealt with them being like a weaker version of them. They actually had like the chemistry that is at the core of Morticia Gomez. Yeah,
I told you that in the movies it's like love language was words of affirmation and this physical touch, and I was like, the words of
affirmation felt cringy to me.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. They were too horny for each other in this. And yet there was no fire there. Yeah. Which is baffling, because I do not have chemistry with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right.
Fucking crazy, man.
It is.
Also,
I I hate Pugsley.
Yeah.
Pugsley
was wimpy. Let's go.
Yeah. Which, I mean, Pugsley is he just went along with anything Wednesday did.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was more like him being wimpy or him just like kind of idolizing Wednesday as his big sister and being like, okay, like this. No, this Pugsley. He was a wimp.
Yeah.
Granted, we didn't see much of him either.
But whatever I did see of him, I was enjoying. He was like,
I also didn't get the sibling bond that they had. Maybe. I also didn't get any of the sibling bond that they have in like any of the other adaptations.
Yeah, no.
When I see them trying to blow each other up like we do in the movies, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like when there's a scene, I forget if it's in the first one or the second one, and I think Wednesday has him like attached to like one of those boards that like is gonna stretch your limbs or whatever. It's just like, children, what are you doing? And they're like, playing.
Yeah.
And just like that kind of like stuff. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get that. And he's shoved into a locker and then she throws piranhas at the guys who did it. Which, like, I guess makes sense. But also, like, I don't know. It felt a touch far for Wednesday, but who knows?
What do you think of the other childish actors? They're teenagers, they're not children, but
like the ones at the school.
Yeah.
I don't love Enid.
Enid grew on me.
She definitely grew on me, but she wasn't my favorite.
No.
I liked Bianca.
Yes.
I liked Xavier, actually.
Me too.
I can't remember anything else except for Tyler. Didn't like him.
Yeah, I think just...
Sorry, there was also Enid's love interest, but I can't remember his name. I didn't really care entirely much for him. I didn't, like, get attached. I didn't have any real opinion towards him, I think. So.
Yeah. I think my biggest problem with this storyline was Wednesday trying to befriend Normie. It felt very odd.
Wednesday trying to befriend anybody feels odd. But
yeah,
especially a Normie.
And especially to try to have him as her love interest. Wednesday feels like she doesn't love anyone.
Wednesday is asexual. I said, yes, we do need more sapphic relationships and representation in shows. Wednesday is not the show that is going to give you the sapphic representation that you want, because she's an asexual character in my mind. She's never shown emotion, never shown love. I guess she had a little romance in Addams Family Values, but like, disregarding that. Like, it doesn't work for me. I don't like it. And I didn't see any chemistry with her and Enid either. But I know it wasn't, like, because of the chemistry that people were shipping it. I guess it kind of was. Apparently Netflix, like, baited everybody. There was, like, a Wednesday event. Do you remember?
Look that up.
Yeah. I don't know. So, like, it was definitely, like, baited, which is not surprising, given Netflix's track record. Netflix, I'm sorry, but you need to do better. But, I don't know. I would have liked to see Enid maybe be a little bi. Like, maybe her and Bianca.
I was messing to this. This reminds me of one of the TikToks I've seen. So, you know the scene where, little backstory to Enid's character, she's a werewolf. She's not a full-grown werewolf yet. So, I think her parents sent her to the school to try to become, like, her full-blown werewolf self.
I think so.
Okay. So, in the show, there's a parents' weekend, and her parents come, and her parents want to send her to a camp so she can help her become a full wolf. Now, this TikTok says, so you're telling me this isn't a metaphor for Enid being a lesbian.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
like
still
it.
wasn't getting lesbian vibes. I was definitely getting bisexual.
Yeah, no, I see that.
Maybe Pam.
Maybe yeah. Oh, at one point I'm pretty sure she had pink and blue hair, and I'm just like,
yeah,
girl. And like rainbow nails.
The rainbow nails and the stained glass window.
Enid, I know what you are.
For real.
I don't think it works with Wednesday.
No.
But I would have liked to see it.
Yes.
And that being said, I don't think it works with Wednesday, even with a man.
No. Wednesday being
Wednesday even like, having friends is weird to me. Let's be real.
I think we said this. You said this last night, where not every show needs to have a relationship.
No. I'm actually getting really frustrated with shows trying to shoehorn in a relationship where there doesn't need to be one. And I have the same problem in movies as well, especially horror movies. There doesn't always need to be a romance trope. Like, pick a genre, stick to it, and if the romance is important to the plot, sure, go with it. Like, I'm thinking, for example, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's a show that is mainly focusing around Buffy being a vampire slayer. But then she falls in love with a vampire, and that's like an added level of drama. That makes sense. There was no reason for a love here.
No.
Like,
at all.
There were just, yeah. And I feel like just like now everybody just tries to put in a romance because that's the most buzz in a TV show. There's always going to be someone who clings onto the ship and create buzz for it and get trending. But like,
the villains clinging onto the ship. No.
I'd rather everybody cling on to what they needed.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have a good show that doesn't need to rely on the romance aspect.
I feel like just added it for the mystery aspect of Xavier and her falling in love with someone that's in the supernatural and her befriending someone that's a normie.
Yeah.
And maybe she wants to be normal, but like, I don't know.
I didn't hate her and Xavier. Out of the two, if I had to pick, I think Xavier was a better choice for her. But if they were going to go the romance, I wish they would have had her be interested until, like, the person makes a move on her and like, oh, what is this feeling I'm feeling?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That would have worked a little bit better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
still don't think she should have a romance, though.
No.
I also just give a really petty complaint that I kind of got over for a moment until we met Goody Adams, which, by the way, Netflix spoils. Because at first you don't know who she is, but if you watch with subtitles, it says Goody Adams says, and I'm just like, okay, I'm supposed to know that yet. It's fine.
Right. Okay. I Goody Adams.
Yeah. It's the Blonde Wednesday.
Yeah.
I got over the fact that Wednesday had bangs. It was fine. I'm like, whatever. It's cute. It's updated. It's fine. But then there was Blonde Wednesday without bangs, and now I want black-haired Wednesday without bangs.
So,
that's my Wednesday.
Jenna talked about this as well, that they were playing around with so many different hairstyles, and they didn't want to do the same as Christina's. So
has never had bangs. In any of the adaptation.
What did she say?
Again, like I said, it's just a petty thing. And something I did get over until they gave me Blonde Wednesday without bangs. And then I'm like, okay, so you could have done this. I thought it was just Jenna's hair. Which I think it is.
No, Jenna's hair.
Yeah.
She said that they originally put fringe on her head, but she said that she wasn't liking the way it looked, so they're to whoever was in charge of hair, she's like, just cut it. He's like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, if it doesn't work, we'll throw them back out.
Good for her, because I will never go back to having bangs.
I didn't bother me that much.
No, like I said, I got over it.
Yeah.
But it's iconic to see her with the bangs. Also, she didn't have him in the flashback of her as a kid.
I didn't notice that.
So I'm stay consistent. Stop
Yeah.
teasing me with the Wednesday I know and love.
Okay.
I also really liked Thing, but he was just a walking hand, so it's kind of hard to dislike him.
Did you see the behind the scenes of them?
Yeah, he's a real person.
I know. I was expecting him to be like a little robot.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
I mean, and it was a magician from Romania that they hired to play Thing. Which, I'm sure, maybe body contortionist maybe as well, because some of the stuff that he had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But I really like that he wasn't CGI.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Shall we also talk about Uncle Fester? Were you disappointed? Because the noise just made it sound like you were.
I wasn't annoyed. I think he was hilarious. But
it's Fred Arms, so.
Is Fester supposed to be funny?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's not what I thought.
I think so anyway.
Neither do I. I mean, Christopher Lloyd's Fester was definitely not.
Granted, is that the
wasn't even Fester? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind it. Like, I think the humor was fine.
Wait, hold on.
Like Uncle. Sorry, what?
I just realized Christopher Lloyd was not that actual Fester, though.
No.
Okay.
I feel like that's brought up actually, where like he actually was. I
don't remember.
Honestly, okay, no. the first Addams Family movie is very convoluted. I don't really understand it. It doesn't matter. It's just vibes. No, I think Uncle Fester is definitely funny, but he doesn't try to be. Like Christopher Lloyd's Uncle Fester, like he was just so goofy and like clumsy and like just like such an oddball that he was funny.
Yeah.
This is a forced kind of funny. And also he's saying he's on the run and like
criminal.
Never. Like he's just like a very sweet guy. It was his mom or whatever that was like the bad person.
No,
he's not a great person, let's be real. I do like the line about the lobotomies. I thought that was funny. Thought that was a really good line. But everything else I'm just like,
no, maybe Fester was bad because I'm trying to.
He might have been. I don't think he was like as outright bad as this show kind of alludes to him being.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the scene in Addams Family movie when Gomez is the chamber underneath his house and they have a conversation. Or maybe they were hooking up with hookers. One or the other.
That might have been it.
Okay.
That might have been it.
Okay.
I don't know though. I watched it like 2 months ago.
Yeah, I didn't hate Fester.
No, I liked him.
But like obviously I should have known going into it that like he was going to be like the comedy of the show. But also once again, kind of thought he'd be there for more.
Yeah. In the woods, I'm like, oh, Uncle Fester, and he didn't until like the ending. Pretty much.
Literally, what, episode 7 was it?
So.
Yeah.
I think the casting was good. Who did we cast? We gave our own fan casting of Uncle Fester, and I can't remember who we picked. I think we said Danny DeVito and Stanley Tucci.
I think we definitely did say Danny DeVito.
We definitely did, but I feel like there was another one, and I think it was Stanley Tucci. I want Stanley Tucci.
Oh my god, yes.
But anyway, I think Fred was a good choice for Uncle Fester. Like, I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Definitely who I was expecting at all.
No, I wasn't expecting that either. Sorry.
Okay. You want to talk about Larissa quickly? The mistress? It's not actually Gwendolyn. It's like her real name is Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I know. I was like, who's Larissa? Memes. That's her last name. Principal Weems.
That's
what I recognized her as. Okay. Gwendolyn Christie. She's so fucking tall. I knew she was because she was in Game of Thrones, and so I've seen pictures of her next to the guy who plays Jamie, and she's taller than him. I'm like, damn, girl, you're tall. It's hot, but then I knew you're tall, but then I saw her next to Christina, and I'm like, oh my god. Granted, Christina is short.
Yeah, she is.
She's 5'1", 5'2", or something like that. She's small. But that size difference really cracked me up, and I'm really good job to the cameraman who managed to fit them in a shot there. Because I'm just thinking of Stranger Things and how many times they have to get Joyce and Hopper in a shot together, and one of their heads is usually cut off. So, good for them.
I've really noticed.
I actually think Gwendolyn might be taller than David. How tall is she? Gwendolyn, want to take bets?
6'3".
Jesus. Okay, maybe she is the same height as David then. Yeah, they are the same height.
Damn.
I think Christina's 5 foot.
Something along those lines, yeah.
She's 5'1".
That is 8 foot and 2 inches difference.
That's so funny. I love it. It's like you and Izzy.
Actually, not as much, but yes.
No, I actually it took me a minute for her to grow on me, because there wasn't really much to her in the beginning. She was just kind of the snobbish principal.
I found out more about her past in.
Me too.
When she more.
I agree. Which is why I want more Tisha spin-off.
Can I say that if I was to ship anyone on the show, it was the 2 seconds I got of Gwendolyn or Tisha together.
Yeah.
We experimented.
Morticia Adams has for sure kissed women.
Oh yeah.
Not out of my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, the reveal that sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. The reveal that Weems is a shapeshifter was so good.
Yeah.
And at first I'm like, oh my god, so you do have something to you. I knew there was something up, but I didn't know what. But then when she pretends to be Tyler, and then the camera does a little spin, and then it's her, I'm like, I had to rewind it. That was really, really good.
It was. I was deeply confused when Tyler showed up, and I was like,
yeah.
What? And then they got me. They got me good.
They got me good.
Mm-hmm.
I quite enjoyed it.
Yes.
While we're on the topic of MILFs, though, talk about Christina Ricci.
Yeah, the last character.
I loved her.
Yeah.
I really liked her.
And I've said this multiple times.
And I agree.
I was expecting her to have a fucking cameo. She had a role.
That's what it was hyped up as. I think it was just Christina Ricci makes an appearance.
Yeah, no, she has a role.
She's the main character.
Yeah. It's a plot.
Yeah, she was the plot. No, I really, really liked her.
So did I.
And it's so funny because, looking at her, I'm like, I know you're Wednesday. But you do not feel anything even remotely similar. It's just, she, transforms so well into Miss Thornhill. I really liked it. Christina really has been on, a tangent of playing unhinged characters in recent years, which I'm kind of used to. At Misty. She definitely, I got the Misty vibes too. Watch Yellow Jackets, everybody.
Yes, please do. I need to keep the show going in my life.
I want
No.
I just want a release date. I'm feeling March.
Christina's probably too busy filming Wednesday for them to start filming. And also,
but are they done filming though? Because one of the girls who's in it is in Scream.
Yeah, and that's why I think why Yellow Jackets filming got postponed, because she was filming Scream. Thank you, Jasmine.
It's a very good character because, like...
No, but to be fair, everyone had projects going on. Juliette Lewis was just in the Chippendale series that just came out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Melanie, she might have been filming Candy. Candy came out a while ago. So I think they were all booked and busy. So, good for them.
We need to prioritize Yellow Jackets, though.
No, we do. What was it, Melanie? We're talking on a Yellow Jackets tangent. It's fine. Wrong show.
I want to rewatch it so bad.
We will rewatch it, and when they finally release the season 2, we'll do a full season recap of Yellow Jackets. And if you haven't watched it yet, go
watch it.
Okay.
Yellow Jackets, hire us for your PR.
For real. Got like sweatshirts from Urban Outfitters. I wish I got on the trend sooner.
Oh. Yellow Jackets, since you're watching this, will be your PR team.
I got you. We got you.
Anyway, Wednesday.
Miss Thornhill.
Yeah. They try to bait you with thinking that the therapist is the Hyde. Or what's it called?
No, like a Hyde Master?
The Hyde Master. I thought there was like I think there's an actual name for it. I don't know what it was. So they try to make you think it is. And then she's attacked. And
I think they did a good job of making you think it was her because her eyes are so far apart. Sorry.
Right.
I couldn't like that.
Also, she was in Knives Out, so like I'm gonna just like suss of her.
She was in Knives Out.
Yeah. Very small role. She's one of the wives. But like not one of the important characters. Like she's just kind of there.
Okay.
But no, I think they did a really good job making you think it was her. And also because like Wednesday doesn't trust her, like she's very adamant on keeping Wednesday in the sessions and all that. So like I think they did building that up. So then when she was attacked, Wednesday, so Wednesday gets stuck at the school, and then you are just able to go and change everything, and that was not the case.
Yeah. I think at one point when I started to get the misty vibe from Christina or Miss Thornhill, I was thinking like, maybe she's not so much of an outcast as she is.
I definitely didn't think that, like, I had a feeling something was going to come about, but I didn't think it would be an evil arc. I thought it was going to be, like, she does have powers or something, but they're good.
Okay.
Just, like, I expected her to have some kind of, like, supernatural thing to her.
But she went on bad, which I thought was kind of cute.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I kind of really liked it. Yeah, I did. I don't think I ever told you the spoiler that I did get. No, besides the Christina one. It was Tyler being the Hyde.
Okay.
And I tried to forget it, and I'm like, who even is Tyler? Like, I actually didn't know.
Yeah.
And it was after I'd watched literally the first episode, so I'm like...
I never put the two together that maybe Tyler's mom was a supernatural.
It didn't bother me that much knowing.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, attached to the story that much.
While we're on the topic, I have another TikTok that I saw.
I'm just going to give a PSA while you're looking for it. You're going to post spoilers the day the show comes out. Don't just do spoilers and then immediately put the spoiler underneath. You have to give spaces.
Yeah.
You have to give little dots. Like, I think they give maybe one space and then put the spoiler. And it wasn't even a good, like, actual spoiler, like an intricate post. Wow, I'm really sad Tyler was the Hyde.
Why were you sad?
Oh no, they're like,
why do people like him?
Tyler. Like, you couldn't have just put that. Oh, like it wasn't that bad, but I'm like, this show is out not even 24 hours.
Yeah, for real.
Granted, it's kind of my fault I forgot to mute Wednesday spoilers, but I feel like also you should be a little.
I never actually really go on the timeline now when I know something I want to watch just came up.
Yeah.
Apparently unfortunately, I have a life now, and I can't binge watch an 8
I know, me too. Like,
show.
watching Dead to Me, I had every single word I could think of muted. And then
it took me like 4 days to watch Dead to Me, and I didn't see a single spoiler. Besides,
it took me 2 or 3. It took me 2 or 3.
Okay, so this is a foreshadowing TikTok, where the foreshadowing on Wednesday is absolutely insane when you look back. Remember when Taylor said, I got everything on my shoulder, one low spoiler. Think about the blood and the responsibility linking to that.
Interesting.
Yeah. They really threw so many plot lines into the course, like, this. Yeah.
That's why I think I got CW vibes.
No, I literally compared to Riverdale to you.
Oh god, Roberto's gonna have a werewolf storyline next season.
Oh,
Riverdale's gonna get postponed just so we had one. Riverdale's never done werewolves.
Yeah.
That feels slightly more likely to me for some reason.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you said before that you didn't like the mystery storyline. What about it didn't you like?
It just wasn't grabbing enough to me.
Okay.
Like, I didn't feel a ton of weight behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And just, like, I don't know, it didn't feel suspenseful enough for me, I feel like.
Okay. I think I've told you this with, like, mystery shows, and I've even applied it to my crime shows that I watch, that I just don't think about the mystery and who could be doing it, because I'm, one, usually wrong, and two, that's a lot of effort for my brain. In the past, have come up with Riverdale theories, and, like, now I just don't, because I think it's
can't
more
predict.
That you can't really predict Riverdale. But with some of this other stuff, I can kind of predict, like, especially when I'm watching, like, Law and Order. Like, if you're going to show me someone as a suspect, or, like, a minor suspect, clearly they're probably going to be linked to it somehow, but I just don't care enough to figure it out, because I think that keeps me interested and wanting to finish the episode.
I think, like, mystery was good and it was interesting, but it wasn't exciting. I don't think it was that exciting. And I think, I don't know, I just think there was other stuff going on that I was more interested by.
Oh, I was
okay, was Goody Adams separate from the Hyde storyline? Because I was more interested in that. And, like, the secret societies and stuff. I was more interested in that than I was in the Hyde.
No.
I also just don't see how that could connect.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No, I think that just had to really do with the family storyline. With Gomez being framed for murder.
Yeah. I don't think I could have cared less about that storyline. About Gomez being framed for murder. I'm like, why are we throwing in another plot?
Yeah.
Like, this was on episode 4, I feel like, was the one. Yeah, and I'm like, hey, we're 4 or 5 episodes into this. We've already got a mystery coming hot. We got another one coming in hot. And you're gonna throw another one in? Like, it just... And then it was over and done with really, really quickly.
It was.
And I'm like, okay, so what was the point? I don't know. I didn't love that.
Neither.
Oh. You're gonna ask me about how I felt about the dance scene. And I'm really curious to know why.
What did you think about the dance scene?
I kind of liked it.
Okay, good. I literally stopped at every single fucking TikTok that's about the dance.
I love it. It like looks so cringy in clips, but I think like with the music and everything, and like just seeing like obviously like in the context in the trailer, and then seeing like behind the scenes of like everybody just watching her do it, I'm like, okay, this is weird. But like actually, I'm like, okay, this is kind of fun. I like this. And I really like the song.
It was very, for some reason, it was giving me Uma and Pulp Fiction.
That's what the song sounds like.
Yes,
every time it starts, I'm like, it was a teenage wedding in the old folks' wisdom well, which is the song they dance to.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this the same?
But it's giving me Uma from Pulp Fiction mixed with like Bob Fosse. Which hold on, I watched this TikTok because I couldn't fucking save it for some reason. But apparently she had COVID.
Yeah, she was sick.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was COVID. She probably shouldn't have been on set.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. Like, okay. What's this TikTok? Saved. She choreographed this herself.
And she said she didn't like it, but Tim did.
It was weird.
It's very weird.
Okay, so she said that she watches Fosse and she watches a lot of music video from the 80s, and there's one sections, but I'm serious. The rest of the video.
I could see a little bit of Kate Bush.
She didn't say Kate Bush, she said someone else.
But if you watch the Wuthering Heights music video, the goth version, it's there's Kate Bush's music video for Wuthering Heights. It's the goth version specifically. She's doing like a bunch of like, flailing things, and she's a very weird dancer, and I think that's kind of the vibe I got.
Okay, she said she watched Suxy and the Banishes music videos. I don't know. They were a rock band in the 80s. I'm sorry, late 70s, 80s. So that's another different audience in the walls of my office. She said like having COVID helped her become weird. Love that.
Nice.
But I really enjoyed the dance. I think it's really fun, and I can't stop watching it. I'm like memorized by it.
I know, it's really fun.
Yeah, there's something else I want to ask you. I don't remember what it is now.
I personally really enjoyed the Carrie reference.
Yes, they had some great references.
They did. I did notice that.
I mean, I think the two ones that are really sticking out to me was at the end of the first episode, Tyler calls her something, and it's from like the theme song. Like they're creepy and they're spooky.
Creepy and they're
creepy. And there's okay.
All
I think
they're spooky. Mysterious and spooky. They're all together. Oogie, the Addams Family.
He says something. He calls Wednesday two of those words, and then she's like, I think of myself more as mysterious and spooky.
I feel like I might have missed that.
It's right at the end of the first episode. And then I did a reference to the twice. I thought that was cute. So opening the secret.
Yeah, that was clever. I liked that.
I'm trying to think there was others to the song, but I can't remember. I can't remember now. It's okay. I will say, I know that we weren't shipping Wednesday and Mid, but the girl that plays Jenna and the girl that plays Enid have like adorable chemistry. I was watching it like in the hold on. Is this it? No, it's not. Once again, I can't. It's just like this. Yeah, it's Jenna's like I love her, and like the girl that plays Enid's like I think we really compliment each other, and like it's really. I'm like, wow, I'm getting lesbian vibes from you two. Your characters.
Have you seen the interviews where Jenna's hardcore crushing on Gwendolyn?
Yes, I have.
I think that's really cute.
That is really cute. I also learned how to play the cello.
I saw that.
Which
the cello looks so hard.
I don't know if you know this about me, but from the 3rd grade into 12th grade, I was in orchestra.
I didn't know you were in orchestra.
Okay, I couldn't tell you a single thing I learned in orchestra, and she learned the cello.
Were you a cello?
No. Oh. I was the viola, which was in between violin and a cello. It's like this size, a little bit bigger than a violin.
That's impressive too, though, because the violin is very hard.
It was, and I sucked at both, but my wouldn't let me quit, so. But, and like, I really liked the songs she played on the cello.
I did too.
It was, the whole scene of it was like really nice.
I really liked the cello version of the Fleetwood Mac song.
Was that the thing? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was really fun. I liked that.
It was good.
I think the music choices were good here. And I think aesthetically it looks good. Yeah.
I did like the aesthetic.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting anything less. Like, I feel like Tim Burton's style works with this. But then again, like I said, I didn't get much Tim Burton vibes. Which I don't really know why, because, like, I feel like it is. But then again, I've only seen, like, a few of his movies. Like, the only live action one I actually think I've seen, well, I guess Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I kind of get, because, have you seen Edward Scissorhands?
No, I haven't.
The mansion in that kind of looks a little like Evermore, like like aesthetic-wise, so I can kind of see it, but I also feel like I've watched more of his, like, stop-motion stuff.
Gotcha.
So, it's kind of hard to pick, to place that. Because I haven't seen stuff like Sweeney Todd, which I feel like maybe would blend more here, and, like, Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so I'm like, I feel like those are more, but those aren't really particularly gravitate towards.
I'm thinking of something, but I want to say I know facts.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Sorry.
You're good.
I was thinking it's giving Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes, and I had to make sure that he directed that, and he did.
He did.
Okay. Yeah,
I can see that too. I haven't watched that in
Charlie,
forever.
I know, but I was getting Charlie and the Chocolate Factory vibes.
I can see that. How do you feel about them setting up a season 2?
So, I don't hate it. I like it a little bit more because it said
more.
Hold on, I have to find it. Now why can't I find it? Okay, I found it. Deadline in the article. In the article, it states that the showrunner says season 2 can include more of the Addams family.
I'm told.
Give me more.
Give me right now.
As Morticia.
Give me it right now.
So, I will say I don't like where they're going with it. I don't really like how they're trying to modernize. Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah,
modernize it. It's giving you vibes, which really fits because Jenna was in the 2nd season.
She was?
She was the his neighbor.
Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But yes, she was in the 2nd season. I forgot that until today. So I don't like the direction they're going in.
Yeah. I honestly wish they would have just wrapped it up normally.
Yeah.
Unless they knew they were going to be getting it too.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like they already are, considering I think they've talked it over with what. Okay,
I think with the views they got, I can't imagine they won't. They're past Stranger Things.
Which I was not expecting at all. I feel like I haven't really seen a lot of it. Like, Stranger Things was all over the timeline. And Wednesday's not as much, but I've seen a lot of more IRL, like, watch it.
That's fair. Even my dad's friend suggested I watch it. I'm like, I'm already watching it.
Yeah, it's like, it's so funny when, like, people in real life tell you to watch a show and you're like, no, you're
I'm
in the
chronically
first
online.
24 hours, so what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if they give me more Catherine, of course I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I just don't like where they're going with it.
That's fair.
Also, another thing, totally off topic. Did Christina's Wednesday not blink?
I don't know.
Okay.
I did notice they said Jenna didn't blink.
So that was a Tim Burton choice.
Yeah, I did see that.
He did a take of no blinking. Tim was like, you're doing that. So, like, imagine just, like, relaxing everything in your face and just having to stand there without blinking. And she's like, I had to learn how to blink when I had lines. So the camera wouldn't be on me. I was like, God damn, okay. Talent. And
yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
And she said it was really hard too because they were filming in the winter in Romania.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little
cold. Wind in your eye. I'm like, God damn. Okay.
Did we touch on everything?
I think we did, but I feel like we're missing a lot.
I know, but I also feel like we covered a lot of it, and I'm kind of impressed with us. Because we stayed mildly on page for our Yellow Jackets. Tangent.
That was fine.
That was necessary. Sort of on topic.
Yeah.
Miss Thornhill died, right? Like, Wednesday curb stomped her head.
Oh, I don't know. Remember, I didn't even know the headmistress died. I forgot.
No, it just, like, shows, like, Miss Thornhill on the ground, and then you see Wednesday's foot come down on the camera. So I'm assuming
she's dead.
But that's disappointing.
It is.
Give me Winona Ryder in the second season. People say they could do that. And I could actually, that I feel like has potential because she'd work with Tim.
Yeah.
But then if she got no screen time, I'd be in a similar position to you.
Yes.
I don't want to be Ryder baited.
She could be. Is Green Adams' grandma, right? No, that was Grandmama.
I feel like she's maybe Grandmama's mom.
Mom? Okay. That makes sense.
It looks very old.
Yeah.
And if this is set like modern day, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Morticia probably would have been like 70s.
Yeah.
Her mom before that probably like 50s.
I think it also really threw me off that random Easter egg moment. The book that Morticia had when they came to Families Weekend was the class of 91, and that was when the Family movie came out. And I think that was really throwing people off. Morticia was a teenager in 91 when clearly the movie came out in 91 and Morticia was not. But once again, different universes.
Yeah.
Different stories.
I think that's the thing. If you're watching this expecting an Addams Family reboot, that's not what this is.
At all.
And I went into it, I think, stupidly thinking that's what it was going to be. I think also we kind of alluded to that. Because there was a lot of Gomez and Morticia in the trailer. Or at least enough where it felt like they were going to be prominent.
Yeah. That was Catherine Baden.
Catherine Baden Jones.
With MILFs.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't like bait me with my god-tier MILFs. Like now I'm like nervous. If anyone wants to continue watching Catherine Zeta-Jones content, she is going to be in Next Treasure. Hold on, I have to look on TV
so
time.
Good.
There's a blonde bob.
Yeah.
Watch. She is in National Treasure, Edge of History. It's coming out on Disney Plus in 15 days. Please watch. I need to keep Catherine employed.
Yes. Please. Also add Stanley Tucci to the cast too. Yes. I don't know who he can be.
He can be in Adams.
Okay.
I mean, he's living in England, Italy, England. He's living in Europe. He's close to Romania. It's fine.
Let's do it. I don't want to say recast Gomez. Like, can we get a movie where Stanley Tucci is Gomez?
Please.
I just want it. I think that's it.
I think so too. I feel like we did talk about a lot, but there's a lot of like side plots that like weren't really like necessary.
And none that are coming to mind were.
I think the only one was Secret Society that I wish.
Okay,
really
no, there is one that just came to mind. I forgot. No, it's very, very small. When Tyler takes Wednesday to the crypt or whatever, he's like, "Do you like scary movies?" and plays her Legally Blonde. As soon as the theme song started, I'm like, this is gonna ruin her life.
It was too good.
It was. I don't think there's a more perfect movie to show her.
Yeah.
I would love to see Wednesday from Amanda.
Me too.
No, that's the only other thing I can think of plot-wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Are we good?
I think we
I
are.
think we're missing stuff, but I don't know.
I don't know. There was so much that went on that
There's so much that went on.
It's also really throwing me off that I watched this all on like Thursday and Friday, where normally I'd watch everything like Saturday, Sunday, because things come out on a Friday normally.
But it got put out on Wednesday.
Yeah. So literally watch it go now.
Weird.
I should really just start taking notes when I watch things, but that's a lot of effort.
Anyway, didn't love it, didn't hate it. I'm open to a season 2 with more.
Yes. More Catherine.
But that was Wednesday. I don't know what we're doing next.
Are you doing Disenchanted? You ever watch
I
it?
have to watch it. Yeah, we can do that.
You have a full week.
That's true. I can watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it. Because we were doing Me, and then we had Wednesday.
A lot came out.
I still want to watch Marion.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to do Disenchanted next week.
Sounds good.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Enter the Fangirls. You can keep with us on social media. Our Instagram and YouTube are Enter the Fangirls, and our Twitter is Enter Fangirls.
Make sure you follow us wherever you listen to the podcast, and we can't wait for you to join us on our next episode. Once again, I'm Lexie.
I'm Sam, and it's been Enter the Fangirls.